Hello, Tammy here. So I am at the park, you can see, because a friend of mine's at a house, one of our houses, and he's working on the roof and doesn't need me, which thankfully. So I figured I'd come to the park and come and talk to you guys. I have no idea what about, but I was walking around trying to figure out where I want to sit because I really don't want to be in the sun because it's hot out. And then I saw this tree. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. I don't know how the hell it grew like that. So I'm going to come sit underneath it. I'm underneath the tree. So that's what I'm doing. It is really cool. I mean, it's like a big U for you. So I'm going to come sit underneath here. And hopefully check my area for, yep, no poison ivy, because I've done that before, and it's, oh look, I'll share the image with the tree. It wants to be in the picture with me. So not sure what we're going to talk about. Let's see, what can we talk about? I don't even know. I'm having I don't even know. Part of my brain is just not working. So this is my view, sitting under that tree with the Y, which is kind of cool. But it's just, I mean, it's just beautiful. It's such a gorgeous day out. All right, I think I got it. Let's talk about changing our stories. We are nothing but stories. Our lives are nothing but stories. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, fun, exciting, mundane, phenomenal. We all have stories in us. And whether you want to continue the story that you're living or you want to write something new, we all have that option. We all have that opportunity to change our stories, to change the way that we see things. So in one of the other videos, I talked about Roy getting cancer and how we changed our stories. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. It really wasn't. There are times when we still revert back to that old way of thinking, getting all worked up and stressed out about, things that are going on in our lives. And even though we have a better methodology in place to shift that energy and those negative ways of, being caught up in all the BS that's going on in the world, or, politics, or the news, all of that crap. Now, let me tell you, I don't watch the news. I don't like how negative it is. I don't like how it's being so, it's geared towards being so divisive. And that's not me. That's not what I want in my world. Roy laughs at me and he's like, Tammy, not everybody's in your world. But here's the thing is, if I protect my world and I protect what I allow into my energy, then I have a better chance of being able to have that stay outside of my bubble and not affect me. And I have a greater chance of being able to positively impact those around me. Roy being the major part, because he and I are very rarely apart from each other. Right now is I'm in one place of the state and he's in another place in the state, and it's not very usual that we're separate from each other. So my being able to keep my energy high makes a big difference, especially since something that I just discovered, which is absolutely fascinating. Don't know if anybody out there has heard about quantum human design. It's research it, seriously. Find out what you are. And honestly, as a methodology for figuring out who you are and how you're designed and how you're genetically engineered to, that sounds like I'm, a clone. Maybe I am. I don't even know. Could be. Anyway, it's really fascinating. So I found out I'm a projector, which I think her name is Karen Curry Parker, who's the person who put a more positive spin on the original human design and is called quantum human design. I'm an orchestrator. So I'm here to help others to do the things that they're meant to do. I never realized this before. I realized it. I just never had a way to explain it. I'm really good at giving other people wisdom, advice, suggestions, ideas for what they can do and what they can try. And I always thought, yeah, it's just me spouting off. And, I don't share with everybody because I got to where I would feel like I'm imposing on people. Ow. Imposing on people. I think an ant just bit me. And telling them things that they didn't want to hear. They weren't asking for my advice. They weren't asking for my opinion. I was just volunteering it. And of course, not always working so great. So I've come to realize that I'm the type of person who needs to wait for that acknowledgement, that appreciation, and that request. And Roy is what they call a manifesting generator, which means he has a shit ton of energy, constantly go, 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 go. He has brilliant ideas all the time, goes and does them and does, just all this stuff. Well, excuse me, that's not me. I don't have a shit ton of energy. I have energy, but I get exhausted fairly quickly compared to him. And the only reason I can keep going is because I'm actually, kind of using his energy to be able to do the things that I can to be able to keep up with him. So I started listening more to my body. I completely forgot the whole topic of this call, this video. Anyway, so let's just keep going. It's me chatting. Well, whatever. If you want to hang out, hang out. If not, then that's fine. So I realized that the way that I do things is completely different. So if you are realizing that the way that you function in the world is not like everybody else, you need to be okay with that. You need to understand that we're not all the same. We're all different. And even if you put yourself into a category, like I'm, saying I'm a projector, or Roy's a manifesting generator, or, Lily's a generator, whatever. Maya's a manifester. I've got one of all of these, except for the reflector, in my family. But needless to say, even though as a general category, that's where you place yourself, that's not who you are at the core. So all of this divisiveness that's going on in the world, I don't bring that in. I don't consider that. I don't allow it into my world. As far as I'm concerned, I live in an amazing, beautiful, loving place. And anytime I'm with anybody, that's what I project, and that's what I get back. What you see on the news is a small fraction of what's actually going on in the world. If you go out into the world, you get a completely different point of view. And if you are someone who's caught up in that mess, you're allowing outside forces to determine how you think, what you believe, what's going on in your world. And it makes it really hard to thrive. Yeah, you can survive. Yeah, you can, make it by, or I don't know how it is. Anyway, what the saying is, I can't remember. But you don't need to live like that. You don't. You can decide that I want to change things. I want to see things in a different way. I want to think of the world as a loving, kind place. Yes, there's some negative. Yes, like I talked about before, you can't have the shadow to have you can't have the light if you don't have the shadow. You don't appreciate the one without the other. It just doesn't work. You've got to have those polar opposites. You've got to have that yin yang, because then that allows you to see all sides of life and appreciate all sides of life. You just have to give it all love. Dark, light, whatever. If you send out love, that's what you're going to get back. If you send out appreciation and gratitude, that's what you're going to get back. If you choose to focus on the shit that's going on out there and allow that to impact your world, you're not going to be living a happy life. You're not. So I don't even know if I'm on topic or off. Doesn't matter. I just wanted to share with you. It's so beautiful out today. I love the fall. It's such an amazing time. So I don't think I can turn this around. Let me see if I can. Hang on. All right. So that said, I want you guys to, let me see. What would you like to share? Share something that you're grateful for. Down in the comments, share something that you're grateful for. Share something that you appreciate in your world. Something, someone, you know, a cat, a dog, a person, whatever it may be. Share in comments. Tell me what it is. And let me know what your thoughts are on this video that just went all over the goddamn place. So it's just kind of craziness. And yeah. Don't forget, guys, live life adventurously. It's the only way to live, really. I'll talk to you later. Bye.